Hello students, welcome back to Shet Vidya Mandir online lectures. Today we are starting with a new topic, dissolution of partnership firm. Dissolution means to wind up or to close down. When business relations among partners in a partnership firm comes to an end, it is known as dissolution of partnership. The word dissolution comes from the Latin word dissolution, which means dissolving of something. It is the last stage in the closure of business. What could be the reasons for dissolution of partnership firm? First is by a voluntary act of partners themselves. Next, when the period or duration of partnership firm has expired. Partnership can also be dissolved after completion of specific venture for which it was formed. Insolvency of all partners or all partners except one can result in dissolution. Illegal or unlawful business activities can result in dissolution. Partnership at will can be dissolved by giving 14 days notice. In addition to the above circumstances, the court can order dissolution of partnership firm on legal grounds. Example, breach of agreement, partner becomes of unsound mind, etc. Now, the relationship between partners means partnership, and all the partners collectively are known as firm. So, dissolution of firm is different from dissolution of partnership. See here, there is difference given between dissolution of partnership and dissolution of firm. Dissolution of partnership may or may not involve dissolution of firm, whereas dissolution of firm always implies dissolution of partnership. Dissolution of partnership is voluntary and dissolution of firm is voluntary or compulsory. The business is reconstituted in dissolution of partnership. The business continues, the partnership is reconstituted. Whereas in case of dissolution of firm, the business discontinues completely. Dissolution of partnership requires revaluation of assets and liabilities, whereas dissolution of firm requires realization of assets and liabilities. Dissolution of partnership does not require final closure of books of accounts, whereas dissolution of firm requires final closure of books of accounts. A court cannot order to dissolve partnership, whereas a court can order dissolution of a firm. Now, what are the effects of dissolution? What happens once the firm is dissolved? All trading or business activities are closed down. Next, all the assets of the firm are sold out. Third is, all the liabilities are paid in the order of preference. If any surplus is left, then it is divided among the partners in profit sharing ratio. When firm is dissolved, all assets are realized and the proceeds from it are to be paid for the payment of liabilities. The liabilities are paid as per the following order. First, the realization or dissolution expenses have to be paid. After that, the outside liabilities, that is the third party liabilities like creditors, bills payable, bank overdraft, outstanding expenses, etc. After paying all outside liabilities, if there is any surplus cash, then the partner's loan has to be repaid. And even after payment of that, if any surplus cash remains, then it should be distributed to the partners in the profit sharing ratio. There are two types of dissolution, simple dissolution and dissolution under insolvency. In this video, we shall see simple dissolution. The following accounts have to be prepared for simple dissolution. First is realization account. Realization account is a nominal account. All the assets and all the third party liabilities are transferred to realization account. It is a process of converting assets into cash. Assets realized are credited and liabilities settled are debited to this account. The profit or loss on realization is transferred to the partner's capital or current account in their profit sharing ratio. The debit balance of realization account is loss and the credit balance of realization account is profit. Next is partner's capital or current account. When fixed capital method is followed, then partner's current account is opened. At the end, the current account balance is transferred to partner's capital account. Capital account of all partners appearing in the balance sheet has to be shown on the credit side or debit side of the respective partner's capital account. Also, all the transfers, also all the reserves, accumulated profits or losses, these have to be transferred to the partner's capital account. Next is partner's loan account. Partner's loan account is not transferred to realization account, but a separate loan account is prepared. After all the payment of amounts to the third party, if any surplus remains, we have to pay the partner's loan. And after that is the cash bank account. All cash receipts in the process of dissolution is debited to this account, and all payments made by the firm are credited to cash bank account. At the end of the sum, your cash and bank account has to tally. Now see what is the procedure of simple dissolution. First is the transfer stage. All the assets and liabilities of the balance sheet are transferred to the realization account. All the provisions and reserves are also transferred to realization account. All the accumulated profits and losses are transferred to partner's capital or current account. Next, after the transfer stage is the realization or disposal stage. When the assets are sold for cash, then cash bank account debit to realization account. And when assets are taken over by partners, then partner's capital or current account to realization account. If any asset is taken over by any creditor in part or full payment of amount due to him, then the value placed on the asset taken over is deducted from the amount due to the creditor, and the balance of the amount due will be paid to him. Payment of liabilities. When payment is made to outside liabilities, the entry is realization account debit to cash bank. But if any partner discharges any liability of the firm, the entry is realization account debit to partner's capital or current account. If nothing is mentioned about the payment of any liability, then it is paid at book value. Next is payment of realization expenses. When the realization expenses is paid by the firm, then the entry is realization account debit to cash bank account. But when the realization expense is paid by partner, then the entry is realization account debit to capital or current account. Payment of contingent liability. If any liability is paid, a liability which is not included in the balance sheet, then the entry is realization account debit to cash bank account. And payment of partner's loan. Partner's loan can be paid after making payment to third parties. It should not be transferred to realization account. When the payment is done of the loan, then the entry is partner's loan account debit to cash bank account. The third stage is the distribution stage. Realization account is a nominal account. It is closed to find out realization profit or loss. This profit or loss is transferred to partner's current or capital account in the agreed profit sharing ratio. Current account of partners should be closed by transferring the balance to the capital account. If the capital account of the partner shows debit balance, then the partner should bring in cash to settle his account. So the entry will be cash bank account debit to partner's capital account. And if cash is paid to the partners to settle his capital account as final settlement, then the entry will be partner's capital account debit to cash bank account. Treatment of unrecorded assets and liabilities. On the date of dissolution, there may be some assets or some liabilities which do not appear in the books. Since they have not been recorded in the books, so you cannot transfer them to realization account. But when such assets or liabilities are realized or paid, then you have to pass accounting entries. Treatment of goodwill. There is no need to give any special treatment to goodwill in case of dissolution. It should be treated as any other asset. If it already appears in books, then it will be transferred like any other asset to the debit side of realization account. If it does not appear, then there is no question of transfer. On sale, the amount actually received will be debited to cash bank account and credited to realization account. See, this is how your realization account looks. On the debit side, you have all the assets which are transferred at their book value, and on the credit side, you have the liabilities, outside liabilities transferred on their book value. See, can you see? And when you pay the liabilities, realization account debit to cash bank. And when you realize assets, then it is cash bank account debit to realization account. Also, on realization expenses paid will be realization account debit to cash bank, and the balancing figure of realization account will be profit or loss, and it will be transferred to partner's capital account. This is how your partner's capital account will look. First is balance brought down, then transfer of undistributed profits or losses, realization if any liability is accepted by partner or asset has been taken over by partner, that will come in capital account. Then by realization account or to realization account, that is profit or loss on realization. And final amount is cash bank account. See, the balancing figure will be by cash bank or to cash bank, that is the settlement amount due on settlement. And this is your cash bank account. Your cash bank account should tally at the end of the sum. Now this is your assignment, children. Give one word or term or phrase which can substitute each of the following: debit balance of realization account, winding up of partnership business, an account which is opened to find out the profit or loss on realization of assets and settlement of liabilities, debit balance of insolvent partner's capital account, credit balance of realization account, conversion of asset into cash on dissolution of firm, liability likely to arise in future on happening of certain event, assets which are not recorded in the books of accounts, the accounts which shows realization of assets and discharge of liabilities, and expenses incurred in dissolution of firm. Okay, so try it on your own. It's very easy. I'm sure all of you can solve this. This, as you know, it may come in the board exam for 5 marks. Give one word to a term or phrase. In the objectives, this is a 5-mark question. Okay, so next video we'll start solving sums on dissolution of firm. So take care. Thank you very much.